What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kevin or Knocked. Welcome back to yet another Season 2 video of Tekken 8. This time we're going to be looking to my secondary, or if not now, probably going to be my main moving forward, at least for TWT 2025 and Season 2, unless they make some huge fixes to what was my main in Zafina after what I saw in massive and overall horrible changes to the character, which is in a video that I have already made. I'll leave the link in the description. But today we're looking at Clive, and oh boy, things are looking quite up. A lot to positive I can say about Clive now. So let's get into this. Looking at the patch notes right here. Overall with Clive, as far as changes goes, really not many really changes. At least not any significant changes, I could say. Except the new moves and somewhat to the initiatives on the Zaketsu gauge, which we'll get into in a bit. So first off, with the Zaketsu gauge, they made it fairly easier to fill up the meter, which was a problem among like some of the higher level Clive players. A lot of Clive players at the highest level typically do not fill up this meter, and there's quite a bit of good reason. Because when you're trying to fill up the meter, you have to use Oda Swords. You can't just use like any move. So moves like 1-2, Phoenix 2-2, very common, 4-4-2, 2-2 1+2, all that good stuff. So there's like two moves that they increased the meter gauge to fill, particularly 2-2 1+2. That has definitely significantly increased the gauge. As you see right there, it was like increased from I think 15 to 35, which I can tell you here if you look at my mouse, it'll be right here, season 1. Now with one hit from that move, at the last hit, it fills up 2/3 of the first bar. And then they also initiated 4-4 1+2. If I can get my controls to fill. So very nice change. I can see right there. And this is a very cool feature that Clive has. Makes him really unique, because you fill up the meter, you get massive reward in a combo ender. Let me just set his meter up. So you fill up the level 5, you get like massive damage. It takes away all the recoverable health at the combo. You see this often in a wall ender, or in a combo ender, I should say. Takes away all the recoverable health from the combo, and the damage barely scales, which is a very, very nice feature. So maybe with this changed, people are more encouraged to fill this meter, myself included. So very nice change right there. Next, we're going to get into his new moves, which I think these are really cool. Not really sure where to judge of like how versatile and how well to use them. Oops, wrong input. Quarter circle 4-1 has 3 different kind of variants, which is a grapple hook. And I think this is a really cool feature. If you guys watch me play Final Fantasy 16, which I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check that out. I was using this move a lot, even early on in the game, particularly in boss fights, because this definitely gives Clive a good advantage in Final Fantasy 16. This game, not really sure how to really utilize this, because once you get the grapple, you are +3. Let me see what kind of damage it is. Yeah, not that much damage, but really interested to see how this move works. I'm not really sure how it's going to be be utilized in battle. I definitely see a couple of Clive players so far try to use it and really haven't really found much utility out of this move quite yet, because this is a fresh, brand new move, and we're not sure where this goes. So there's 3 variants. The standard version. You can do the charge up version, I guess. I guess it goes out further, or is delayable, I guess. And then the cancel. If you do quarter circle forward 1, neutral forward, or I just think quarter circle forward 1, 4 is probably the easier route to do this, where you can do the cancel and fake out your opponent. Oh, if I'm not doing it right. You can see right there, you saw like the claw kind of came out. The hesitation. So this is probably going to get the opponent to start ducking if they're like kind of far away. So you can go on a Phoenix Shift. So this is going to make, in my prediction, Clive significantly harder to approach in outspace. I want to say approach. Let me take that back. But outspace, you can't just backdash him like he can outspace you, which I think is a pretty cool move. Another new move, which I think is a little bit unnecessary, but I still think it's cool. You can do Sakechi Cage. I'll add a Phoenix Shift now. So this is probably going to be used. All the damage is significantly less. 68 over 80, I think. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is going to be used probably for like a very long wall combo, wall carry. If the Clive player pushes the opponent like very far away, making it difficult to get this move off. Because it does have quite a bit of starter frames at like 22. So going to Phoenix Shift is probably going to be the easier way to really get this move off for the wall ender. So that's what the new move that comes out, and this is a really good new move right here. Let me switch over to block real quick. 4-4-1+2, which is this Rambu's staff right here. A really good pressure tool. +4 on block, so you could probably go see this. Shit damage as well. And if you set it on a hit, +9. But the real game changer right here on this move is the counter hit. It's not a counter hit launcher, but it kind of might as well be. 60 damage for free. This move is probably quite linear. Let me see. Let me set this up a little bit. Yeah, so quite linear. So this is where the little bit of mix up in of this is 4-4-2. This move has gotten buff as far as the Sakechi meter goes, but they also buffed the tracking on this move. I should have just stayed on this. Oops. Well, at least they're supposed to. Oh well. But supposedly they built the tracking on this. Haven't really seen how it was. I thought they probably extended her the hitbox on this. But still fairly nice change. And honestly, the rest of the changes is probably just bug fixes overall. So, Wings of Light. Just hit her with a low. So this apparently pushes them a little bit further, a little bit less further back. So you get a little bit easier combo off of this. I don't remember how far this this move goes out on the tornado on here, but I do remember this this combo is a little bit easier to go off of, or to get off. Oops. So pretty nice change right there. A lot of the changes really don't think it's really gonna be really that big because nobody really uses this move. These are updraft moves when he's in the air. So this move is a little bit faster, and it goes from being punishable to being safe at -5 now. Except when you do the up back version. So that's the kind of exception right there. Updraft 2. This is more of a bug fix, but this is a pretty staple combo. If I down 1 into the ball 74. You do this combo route. This now works on everybody. So you can get the most optimal combo against everybody in this game now. Even Xiaoyu. Before, this only works on male characters. Now it works on females. Which I think is a really good change. Because before, a lot of Clive players have to adjust this combo to this, which just does a little bit less. So they make it a staple combo much easier to do now. And then, for the most part, I think that's where the all the buffs goes, and all the nerfs that he's got, I haven't really seen any significant changes. I think these are just bug fixes. The only really nerf that he truly got was 1+2, and this is like a slap on the wrist for Clive. And everybody was complaining about this move. 1+2, still safe, which I was kind of really wondering what they're gonna do with this character as far as like the pokes go and the neutral and his faster moves, because almost everything else is punishable except 1+2 now. So I thought they were gonna go, you know, rework his pokes, like down for a 1-1 is make it 13 frames, but it says still 14. And then 1-2, good knockdown, but still punishable at -14. Let's see, 4-4, still fuzzyable. Down 1, still -13. So everything he does is basically unsafe, except 1+2, which is a heat engager. That's probably what people are complaining about. But the only nerf that he's got is that it does less damage, which just goes from 24 to 21, which is almost nothing for a change. Let's see. I'm looking at the past notes to make sure. Oh yeah. Also, last thing, this is another buff. Oops. While rising 1-2, I don't think this move was really necessary to buff. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. So instead of being -13, now it's -12. And I know you guys say 1 frame is not a big deal, but it actually really is a big deal, especially with some certain characters. Because 13 frames makes a pretty big significance, because a lot of 13 frame punches result in a knockdown and a much bigger frame advantage 12 Fairy Punish is typically just a, like a poke punish. So, like if I was playing Zafina, for example, I would get down forward 4-1, which that's the heat engager now. That would be a plus 17. But now that is minus 12. My best combo route was Zafina. Oh, my best punishment route is with Zafina is either 1-4, which I'll be plus 7, and I have to be in torrential stance to put myself at risk still, or actually plus 8, or 1-3 and be at plus 1 if I cancel the stance crew transition, or plus 3 if I go to Scarecrow. So very significant change right there, and I honestly do not know why this is a necessary change, because I do think it's still wall splats. Just test out right here. Yeah, so it still does wall splat. Which, I honestly think they would have at least ticked that out, but it's still wall splats. So, pretty interesting change right there. But Clive, the direction of Clive is, I do think that there's not really significant changes. And probably the reason why they haven't really done much to Clive, because there's really not that much information as far as like offline scenes go. So they're just holding off on Clive for now, and most of these changes have been bug fixes for the most part. And looking at how the rest of the roster changes have been, it makes sense with the changes that Clive's got. But yeah, I think this is what I got. All I got for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. What have I missed? And give me your honest opinion on this, and see what they got moving forward. What do you like and what don't you like? I would like to know. Don't forget to hit leave the like button, hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel. But until then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.